Silas, going back to the Charlotte exhibition, what were your biggest takeaways about this team, especially now that you are getting ready for the second one?
I would just say for us to have our first time playing against a crowd, outside of our fans, obviously our first time is tomorrow, but just to be outside of guys that we see every day, get to see different fans, get to travel, get to see the road environment. I think it was a great experience for the freshmen and the younger guys. Get to see how it is to travel on the road, see how film is, see how it is just to be together all the time when you're leaving from Georgia. So I think it was a great experience on and off the court, and I think it's something that'll help us going down the road.
What'd you make of y'all's play in that exhibition?
I think we played pretty good. Obviously nobody plays perfect. You see the mistakes and everything like that. But I think for our first game, just to play together under the whistle for the first time in our actual jerseys, I think it was a great experience. I think we learned a lot. We learned how everybody plays off of each other, and really just going into moments is trying to win every 4-minute game. I think we did a pretty good job of that. I think we won everyone but maybe one 4-minute game. So I think that's growth, and it's just good to see where we at for our first time under the whistle.
Coach White talked about hoping to see a lot of students come out. You obviously got to experience that last year, and you're around the campus again this year. Just what is the kind of buzz that you sense among the town, among the students, among the fan base with Georgia basketball this year?
I think the buzz is very high right now. A lot of people want to see the new faces and the newcomers. So I think tomorrow will be a great test for us just to stay poised. And obviously I think we're going to go through some adversity through our times and see how we play within our home crowd, if everybody can stay poised and not try to do too much and just follow the game plan. But obviously I know the fans, the students, they can't wait to come in here and be in the Stag. So I think we have a lot of hype around the team, and I think it'll just be a great experience tomorrow.
What's the most exciting thing about this team this year?
I would just say our athleticism. I feel like we have a lot of athletic guys. I feel like once we get playing in transition, we have a lot of dunks, a lot of steals, a lot of block shots. I think we kind of have like a team that could have a top 10 highlight any night. So I feel like that's what the buzz is, and I think fans are very interested in to see it.
You mentioned the new faces. Can you just talk about the chemistry as it's developed here through the preseason as you get closer, and kind of how you guys are working together both on and off the court?
I would just say, we got a lot of new faces. I think we have like 9 new guys. So I think off the court, we try to be together as much. We go eat after practice. Some of us go get haircuts together. So I think just us bonding off the court just to help us more on the court, just being able to trust that guy, knowing he's going to be in the right spot. Really on the defensive end, because I think our offense will take care of it. But if we defend well, knowing that if I stunt, my teammate behind me is going to stunt and be in the gap. Just knowing that we always have each other's back no matter what.
Can you tell us about the energy level and noise level of a Mike White practice, kind of what's expected every day? Because we came last week, and a lot of communicating back and forth, but it's really at a high level in there. Can you just talk about it from your perspective?
Yeah, I would just say, just being the point guard on the team, Coach White is like head of the snake. He's very calm and poised, always communicating. He'll stop things when he feel like he'll pull you to the side, but it's definitely a high level communicating practice. I feel like you always got to have your hard hat on and always thinking, because it's always something you got to be able to think throughout the game. And I think Coach White and the coaches are always putting us in positions just to think and go through adversity in practice and figure it out on our own.
What do you want to see this team accomplish in this exhibition at UCF?
I would just say everybody just play as hard as they can. We're not going to know what the outcome is until the end of the game. So I just want everybody to play as hard as they can. Play in that very moment, not think ahead of the game, and really just enjoy it, because you only get this moment once.
What's stood out to you so far about what Ace has brought to this team?
Just his motor, man. His motor is off the charts. He's an everyday guy. He's going to chase it every time. He's a great teammate. I feel like he's growing into a leader. He's starting to talk more. So I think every day he's taking a step further just to become a better player and a better person.
Has there been a moment, maybe this preseason, that you've seen him do something that really caught your attention?
I'll probably say it's been a couple practices where he's just like taking over. You can tell like his presence, like he's always there. Even if his offense isn't going, the way he defends, the way he rotates, block shots, get steals. He's always active. So he definitely stands out every day.
How excited are you to be in front of the home fans for this exhibition?
I'm very excited. Just to see the fans. They supported us a lot last year, and bringing in more hype and more entertainment this year, I think it'll be a great experience.
Coach White has said you've put a lot of effort into your shooting. How do you feel like that's gone about improving that?
I definitely think I've improved a lot. I feel like I have more confidence in myself just to shoot those shots. And then, my teammates steady telling me, don't worry about that miss, keep shooting. So I think me just being in the gym, then my coach and teammates always giving me more and more confidence. It's just more and more for me just to believe in myself and just to keep shooting.
How well defined do you think the roles are on this team, a week out from the season starting?
I think they're well defined. I feel like guys are starting to figure out how they can help impact the game without trying to do too much outside of their role. I feel like guys are asking questions just to figure out how they can just make impacts without trying to do too much or do too less. I think everybody's trying to find their own little niche, and I think so far it's going well.
You guys got picked 12th at Media Days, but Coach White talks about this being a better team. Just as a second-year player, what kind of defines a successful season for Georgia basketball this year?
I would say not looking ahead. Obviously people going to pick you where they think. It's analytics, everything like that. That's not what makes up the game. It's about the heart, about the coaches and the players and how they come together and win games. But I would say for us, it's just about living in that moment, being in that moment, and taking it one game at a time.
What kind of progress have you seen from Savo since he got on board?
I would definitely say he's talking more. He's starting to help out, figure out on the defensive end. Obviously, he's a great passer, but his shooting has gotten a lot better too. Just being more comfortable shooting those open shots, and I think he's had less turnovers. Like, he's getting better at that. Like, starting to get acclimated to the speed of the game and the physicality. So he's definitely growing every day.
One or two more questions, or that's it. All right.